Good morning, I'm Ilka Oster.
Morning, I'm Jo Drennan.
And I think Jo and I are actually a little bit scared about this one. We're a bit later coming on, and we're really speaking from the heart this morning about who are you presenting to the world. When Jo first said this could be the topic, I was like, what does that mean, Jo? What do you mean, who are you presenting to the world?
Well, it means are there protective layers? So are you being someone who society has taught you to be, or that you've grown up believing you should be a certain way, and it doesn't feel right, that when you're around others you behave in a certain way to fit in, but you know that it's not really you.
Yeah. So it wasn't really you when you were, it wasn't the real you. Can you expand on that? Tell us like a story of how that worked for you in your life.
Well, when I was younger, 16-ish, I remember I was actually highly academic at school, and took going into year 11 took subjects like physics, maths, chemistry, and thought I was going down this path. But around that same time I found alcohol and partying, and just found that alcohol gave me this when I drank alcohol, my mind stopped. I stopped questioning myself. Jo, are you saying the right thing, doing the right thing? All this overthinking stopped when I started drinking alcohol. But along with that, schoolwork deteriorated. I dropped out of school. But I kept that alcohol thing for 30 years of my life, feeling that in any social situation I needed alcohol. I couldn't just go out and be me sober. It became a protection thing, because without it, oh my gosh, I'd have to be me, and then everybody would know the real me, and nobody would accept me.
It's that time when we are starting to go out into social situations, isn't it? Around 16 and then onwards. So then what happened though? What happened for you to start finding the real you?
Well, it just got now they would call it anxiety. Back then I didn't know, but it was this. It was either be a hermit or go out. Oh my gosh, I remember volunteering or helping out at school things, morning teas and stuff, and help when I had to go out and just be with people, and was in the morning, so I couldn't drink alcohol. So that was like, gosh, that was a really that was an eye opener, because I recognised how hard it was for me. And when I started doing networking events and being outside, stressing before going in, and it's just about this lack of self-trust, self-love. So I just at one point I just went, this is too much. I need to change this. What's going on? And actually became non-drinking vegetarian for 2 years, mainly because I just needed to test myself, see if I could do it. But I later realised that was just another form of control as well.
Yeah.
But tell me about you, because I'm the introvert who's quiet and thought that I needed alcohol to be out there. But it looks like you're very confident in social situations.
Looks that way, definitely. I think people would have said that about me, but but other people that knew me really well knew that I was like a duck on water, like underneath my legs are just going flat stick. And my biggest memory of being in social circumstances was kind of operating on autopilot while I was there. I think I kind of went against alcohol because it was such a huge part of my life growing up, and I didn't want to go down that track. And so I kind of made a vow against that, but it might have helped me.
Might have calmed you down. We should go out and drink together and video that, because I'll get louder and more talkative and you'll get calmer and more sleepy.
Basically
perfect.
that's what happens. But we're going out, so I didn't drink very much at all in my teens and that, and going through my 20s and 30s. And but coming home from going out was just like my head would be spinning. I would be going over all the things I said to people. Why did I say that? Oh my goodness, just beating myself up for 2 days probably afterwards, and weeks as well. Some things I would kind of get and dwell on. So yeah, it wasn't fun. Even though on that surface I looked I looked confident, because I had a lot of talking around me as a child, I think. So I was just good at having a chat. Yeah.
That was it. To look confident. But if we, in a safe environment, or an environment with trusted people, where we can just let go of all that bullshit we put on top and just be ourselves in amongst the right people.
Yeah, because you say it wasn't until you started going to that women's group, Jo, that you really started to look inward, and but in a safe environment. Because starting to look inward when you're not in a safe environment, and in a group of people that understand that, can be even more traumatic.
Well, I did. I tried that. I tried when I started to make change, and I tried to open up, but I made the mistake of opening up with people I didn't entirely trust, and then the responses I got, I learned to add another layer of protection and go back into my shell further. So when you share with people, and they make me feel, they can't make me feel, but that what I'm saying is wrong, or like their feelings, they're not wrong, or make it about them. It's too hard. The information is too hard for them to cope with. So yeah, the women's group was fantastic, but it took me a long time. Weekly, every Wednesday night I turned up.
Yeah.
And it took me a long time to really open up to them. But I found open up a little, and you get accepted, and open up a little more, and there's more acceptance. And in the end, it was just so freeing.
Yes. Yeah. And so life is very different now, isn't it?
Life is very different now, and it's not that I don't drink alcohol, but now I choose from a very conscious place, and it's usually about connecting with others, creating. It's joyous, and it's not over the top, coming from a place of pain or trying to smother some feelings, or it's coming from a far healthier place.
Yeah. And I find the same. Like, I got into my Faster EFT community, had some amazing women who I'm still very good friends with help me, and on a very regular basis over 2 or 3 years, like nearly 4.5 years now, I'm still part of that community, and it really has been incredible, because yes, you're in a safe environment, people who understand the process of going inward. And now that's what we help women with, isn't it? We help women to actually go through this process, and we're building a tribe to help everyone do this. That is open to it.
Yeah. So
that is our self-love program. So because now, after going through that process, I can. I do not do that thing anymore. My mind is mostly at peace. It's and the things that I do focus on are the creative things in my life, and the things that I love to focus on. I've got much better at being able to control what my mind is doing in a really easy, good way. Like, it's not, I don't dwell on what happened at a social gathering anymore, which is it's amazing. What about you?
Yeah, peace. It's peace.
Yeah.
Peace within, and then when your mind is not focused on all those things that you've done wrong, well it opens up for creativity. And
you are good enough.
Yes. So if you have some layers that you'd like to shed, some protective layers, we can show you how to do that in our
Yeah.
self-love program, and we're opening up the next round in October.
Yep.
So if you're interested, PM me or post a message below, and we'll be in touch.
We will.
Yeah.
Love to have you join us.
Yeah.
And
So thanks for joining us, and have a great day, and
Inspire someone today.
We'll see you next Wednesday.
bye.